Hello coding students. This tutorial is going to take a look at how we can make some adjustments and edit of our timeline. Let me just run my timeline. It's only for 5 seconds. It goes up and it goes through our environment, and a couple things I do not like, and I don't like the fact that it's kind of in the ground right here, and I'm not going to go ahead and delete my timeline and redo it. What I'd like to do is edit the position within the timeline. So in the player array, it's selected blue. There's the record button, and then there's this curve. Click on the curve, and we can actually edit these key points in here. And each line is designated with position, X, Y, and Z, or even rotation, X, Y, and Z. So the first thing I want to do is, I don't like, again, how the ship is kind of in the ground. I want to pull that up a little bit. So that's going to be the Y. And I do, if you right and scroll, you can expand your timeline or shrink your timeline. And let me just get it to a good spot here. At time 0, I do have a key for my Y position, and I can click on that and I can move it up, and it's kind of hard to fine tune that. So I'm going to go over here in my inspector, and I have recorded offsets and track offsets, and each one of these is a little slightly different. I'll go ahead and just move this up here, and you can see my camera's moving as well, which is good, and that looks pretty good right there. I'm gonna go into my scene and show you something else that I would like to tweak, and let me just navigate. Oops, let me go to the other side. Here we go. You can see that go a little bit over here. My spaceship, or my box here, my player, is not quite level. Let me see if I can get a little bit better shot of this, and I would like to level that up with the ground. So I'm going to go to my rotation, and in the rotation, I'm thinking that's going to be with respect to the x-axis, and here's my curve, or each key for my x-axis right here is where the position is. I don't have a key right here, the initial, so I'm going to right click and add a key, and if I click on it and move it like we did before, you can see it's small increment. Actually, can I get it perfect? Pretty hard to do that right here. So let me just show you what happens if I do recorded offsets in the rotation, and if I just do small increments. That looks pretty good, but watch what happens when I run it. Alright, it does adjust everything then. It's kind of hard to tell. Let me just show you a significant difference here. If I'm right here, go to my recorded, what if I make a dramatic change? Let me show you what happens. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me run it now in the recorded offsets. You can see that it's actually going to affect everything, and I don't want it to do that. So I'm going to Control Z, undo what I just did, and I'm going to go to the track offset and see if I can just tweak this a little bit. Oh, that's pretty good right there. So let me try running it again in the play mode, and that's not too bad. I don't mind that at all. The only thing is I don't like right here, look at that, it goes right in there. So I'm going to find that spot, and I'm going to use my Y and bring it up. So in my position, the Y, and I'll just go ahead and see if I can just move this thing up a little bit. Let me move back. Yeah, there we go. And that looks pretty good. It dips down right there. If I wanted to move that up, I could. I could create another key. And you can see that you can make all these slightly changes, and here I'm going to move that up again, and you can see it just kind of fine-tuning as you go with your spaceship. It goes down and up, yeah. Okay, so in our curve section, this is where you guys can make a lot of these small changes. If you need to add more keys in here, you can do that and make those small little changes. All right, good luck.